Intro.
Watching the spinning.
Okay, we're live. We'll get our radio voice. How was that?
We had some technical difficulty as we were reviewing entries in the Documentary Multimedia package. We had to take a break. We have resumed. Now that we've got our computer to work, we believe Nikita is on it. She's got this under control. She is our expert MFA student. We had gone through everything across the top row. We're picking up here on the second row. So can we go to Life Without Power for a moment, please?
Marcar la historia de nuestro pueblo antes de María y después de María.
Ella vino como aterrizaba a Puerto Rico a hacer lo nuevo. Lo poquito que teníamos, pues lo perdimos.
Siento abandonado por el Estado, la verdad.
¿Sabes? El mundo cambió. Básicamente no cambió.
Y la estabilidad llega hasta que llegue el servicio de gente.
Sí, no es fácil vivir sin nada.
Okay, you keep scrolling.
María me dejó sin nada.
Yep, there you go. Thank you.
This, yeah.
Is there audio?
No,
No.
I think so, no.
Drum.
This looks like it's 3 years.
Yeah.
Like they built some of this.
I think you're right.
Look at the plants and all the strawberries.
That looks really,
So how did they do that? Did they like take a flat photo and then it kind of made itself? Recreated itself?
Maybe. It looks like it's been rendered, yeah.
Yeah.
There's something weird about it. What is that?
There's no disclosure.
Okay.
Estudié aquí desde primer grado hasta 9º grado. Por eso amo mi escuela. Amo mi comunidad. Se siente bien triste llegar al salón todos los días. Hacen falta la sonrisa de los niños. Nosotros los maestros estamos asistiendo a la escuela porque las instrucciones que se nos dieron al principio fue que arregláramos la escuela, que sacáramos escombros, que limpiáramos los salones, que tuviéramos la escuela en óptimas condiciones. Y estamos esperando también que el cuerpo de ingenieros venga y certifique la escuela.
De verdad, necesito la escuela, mi último año. Yo pienso que la high es única. Me lo han dicho muchas veces, que disfruta tu high. Ahora como me voy a disfrutar así, con este desastre. Necesito aprender más soldadura porque me falta una sola cosa para aprender. Y ya con eso, ya sé todo lo básico de la soldadura y tengo mi diploma. Y pues, mi último año, no sé qué vaya a pasar.
really impressed at how cars took that ad in. Monetize content. Exactly. It's like, yeah, it's still right there. It's fine.
Y el cambio de posición, que usualmente ella se quejaba fuerte.
Okay.
La enfermera Aisa es un ser humano tan y tan bello. Hemos aprendido muchísimo de ella. Nos ha ayudado un montón.
¿Qué fue, Margarita? Allá arriba fue un reto porque ella usa oxígeno continuamente para a la cama de posición, tú sabes, para subirla, pues es difícil.
We don't have the water yet. I was a Marine Corps. I spent 5 years, 9 months in the service. I joined when I was 17 years old, and here I am. I'm still alive.
Pues,
de parte del Señor y luego de cada uno de nosotros. Amén. Así que esté atento y escuche lo que Dios tiene para ti en esta hora. Dios te bendiga mucho en esta tarde.
A su nombre. A su nombre. Bueno, Dios bendiga a la comunidad virtual, poderoso Dios, aleluya. Como decía nuestra pastora, somos una iglesia de casa oración, paso de barro, aleluya.
Ingeniero, la idea principal vino de mi hijo Denis. Papi, ¿por qué no hacemos una canasta y cruzamos el río? Y lo pensamos varios días hasta que se logró hacer, lograron hacerlo ellos para entonces poder tener acceso a la carretera principal y poder traer alimentos. Dicen que se llama la tirolesa, no sé cuál es el nombre completo, pero cuando pasamos por ahí, de momento sentimos, podemos volar. La dificultad de vivir sin electricidad es fuerte, porque ya uno pues se había acostumbrado a un estilo de vida. Llegamos a casa, llegamos pensando, cae la tarde, prendemos las luces. Todavía, 30 y pico días después del huracán, seguimos entrando a los cuartos y dan automáticamente al switch
Okay. Okay.
Mira, la gente viene a Puerto Rico porque se le murió un familiar. Pero la primera visita es a la Alcapurria y después familiar. Y me lo dicen así, la gente.
Porque sí que está
Pero ahora mismo lo que trato es que trabajo pues para diésel. Yo le dije a mi esposo, vamos a ir a trabajar hasta que se nos acabe la mercancía. Entonces, bueno, fuimos a trabajar y eso era una comida. Lo que estoy es comprando poco, para que no sea mucho lo que tenga cuando se daña la planta. Porque todas están fallando, por lo menos a todo el que conozco, ya la planta le ha fallado.
Estamos viviendo en épocas donde vivían nuestros papás, nuestros abuelos. El mismo día del huracán, en medio del baño, yo le cuestionaba a Dios, ¿por qué tú mandaste esto? ¿Por qué permitiste que lo perdiera todo? Porque emocionalmente perderlo todo, y quizás los procesos de antes, o quizás la vida de uno de antes a la de ahora, pues una ansiedad inmensa, es como, no sé, es algo que uno tiene como escuchar cuando hay luz en Yabucoa, quisiera que fuera hoy, pero yo no dejo mi guía.
Any more? Can you scroll back to the beginning of that, just so you've got yeah, perfect, there you go, thank you. 7 days of hero, of heroin. Ooh, all right.
Babies will be born to heroin-addicted mothers. Courts will take children from addicted parents. Taxpayers will spend heavily to lock up drug users. People will overdose in gas stations and parks and school parking lots. It's the first day of another week of the heroin epidemic. Over the next 7 days in Greater Cincinnati, at least 180 people will overdose. 18 will die. This is normal now. This is a typical week. Here's Courtroom A in Hamilton County.
Okay.
It's the first stop for those arrested the night before.
To Christ, that's how we see him. We thank you for the days when girls say that when they're sick and tired of being sick and tired. Hey baby, are you hungry? You want to go with me? I'm going up to the building. Yeah. Hi. How are you? Okay. How are you? I'm good. We know that if we keep doing what we've been called to do, that more and more of them will find their way out, and more of them will live. There's going to come a day when it's going to be your day, and you're going to come in and say, I'm ready, right? Yeah. They have aspirations and have had aspirations. We just got to find that person again. So when we look at them for what they can be one day, not what they are at the moment.
I'm currently at Burger King on.
Is there any of it? If I could lock him to a bed with the chain, and I would.
Scott, he just texted me back and said, love you too.
By the end of the week, at least 180 people have overdosed. 18 have died. This is normal now. This is a typical week.
We're here to...
Okay.
There's what's going on. Can you hear anything at all, or?
Like I said, he said, oh God, I saw the gate open, I saw the gate open, I saw the gate open, it's open. He's even going right now. Oh my God, oh my God.
Okay, all right. I'm going to the officer ask you to stay on the line for me, okay, ma'am?
Okay. Told him not to come back.
Cece was my older sister. She was also pretty much like a mother to me. She was the one that I could go to for answers. She was like the glue to our family.
Emergency. Hi there, I'm actually at a 581 in Toma Street, Apartment A.
Okay, what's the emergency there?
What's going on is that my significant and my boyfriend and I were pretty much fighting right now. I'm asking him to leave my home.
This was actually Cece making calls to the police saying, I need your help. This is an escalating domestic violence situation. She said those words multiple times that night.
Okay. John?
Can you hear anything at all, or?
Like I said, he said, oh God, I hope we get open, I hope we get open, I hope we get open. It's open. He's going on right now. Oh my God, oh my God.
Okay, all right. I'll let the officer ask you to stay on the line for me, okay, ma'am?
Okay. Told him not to come back.
You hear about domestic violence and you know it's not right, but when it directly affects you and you actually lose someone to it, you don't want to ever lose anyone like that. If you know someone that's going through trouble or something that's not right, you only have a chance, like one chance to do something about it.
Oh my God, my ex-boyfriend, and he's already been calling me, broke down my front door.
Hey, what's going on? Hello? Hello?
CC's.
We're in the middle of the desert. Where we're walking to is where my brother was walking through when they said he got left behind. I'm trying to see if it's my brother. If it's my brother, we're trying to take him home. Cremate him, make him an altar at the house. Hopefully it's not him though. I need to know where my brother's at. You don't just leave family behind.
Right now, having a missing person on the border, you could wait years before finding out what really happened. Some folks might never find out. Without having those answers, I think people are really kind of frozen in time. They don't know if their missing loved one is alive or dead. It's like living in a nightmare that never ends until you get the answers that you need.
This individual is female, probably about 20 to 40 years of age.
There is no difference between who needs medical care, whether it's a smuggler, whether it's man, woman, or child. We're law enforcement, but we never forget that humane treatment and preservation of life comes first.
Llevo 10 días. He encontrado alrededor de 10 cadáveres, ya que hay de personas que han muerto. Los países hermanos centroamericanos y todos vienen huyendo de sus países para buscar un mejor sueño aquí en Norteamérica, pero exactamente lo que se encuentran con la muerte aquí en Desierto. No pude lograr un objetivo que era quedarme en este país, pero por lo menos no me voy a salvar de no morir.
Having folks continually die and knowing that it's going to continue to happen is frustrating in the sense that you wish there was a way that policies could change on both sides of the border.
Sorry.
What's going on, T?
I have another case.
Okay.
Very, very far out.
Oh, another border crosser?
Yeah.
Okay.
For me, today is my second case.
Okay.
I've had one earlier today. It's going to be my second case.
Okay. Delphi, Delphi cities there in the middle. Thank you.
It was the American dream. You were able to provide for your family and go on vacations, buy a new truck, buy a new car, put in a swimming pool, maybe save up, put your kids through college or something.
De hecho, no hay nada allá. Ya es puro campo y en ocasiones salía y en ocasiones no había. Pero no había ningún futuro para mis hijos. Me decía mi mamá, vete para Juárez. Decía yo, no, porque allá matan. Y yo sí tenía miedo. Y mire, pues aquí Dios me ha ayudado. Y como quiera que sea, pues mal o bien, hemos tenido trabajo al menos.
Okay.
And it's pretty crazy, especially when I would only have about 8 more years to go and I could retire. I finally started my own business, and I'm starting to be very happy again.
All right. What's up, Davey?
The only thing I was telling him earlier is those have to be done by 8, so depending on when the snow starts falling.
I'm not crossing that off then. Well, I'll call them tomorrow, because all I'm doing tomorrow is really, well, I mean, unless we gotta get up and plow, which I'm going to be up by like 5.
Okay.
The world produces 3.5 million tons of waste every day. That's 10 times more than a century ago. And it will be 11 million tons by the end of this century. How do we dispose of it? And how do we decide what can be used again? I traveled to 6 different cities on 5 continents to explore the answers to these questions. I visited Jakarta, Tokyo, Lagos, Amsterdam, Sao Paulo, and New York. I actually realized that I knew very little about it, especially in Western societies. We put our garbage back on the curbside and it's being picked up. We actually don't realize anymore what's happening after. We surely don't realize how much we produce. It's funny to think that almost anything which we consider to be trash or waste is maybe not. It's a problem which I believe needs to be tackled on a global level.
Okay.
Driven by ambition, it's never enough.
8, 6, 5. And you click it off the top in the bar. In the address bar. That's okay. Just reminding you guys what next thing
Nowadays, though, in Jakarta, there's a lot of small industries. But this small plant, the big bags with plastic are being brought in. Several guys who are opening those bags, they are checking what's inside the bags. It's often kids, they're often not from Jakarta who work in these plants. They came from the countryside to make some money. They melt the plastic. So it's being thrown into a big burner and it comes out as some grayish or whatever color it has, paste. Obviously, people don't really wear any protection. The smell, you can imagine, from burning plastic is not very healthy. It's really bad for their health. It comes out as shreds of plastic, basically. It became for me much more understandable why people do this work. You know, because it does bring them some money. Some of the families do.
Okay.
Lagos has 2 waste dumps. One of them is really big, it's really hot, and it came across as apocalyptic. So you have these garbage trucks. Those trucks are surrounded when they're still driving, when they're still backing up. Hundreds of people with books waiting for the truck to discharge their waste. It was incredibly well organized because everyone who's there has a task, is looking for a particular item like plastic or paper or textiles, and those are the items which will go into the recycling chain, which otherwise would have never happened.
Okay.
There are thousands of people who work and live on those land trucks. People of the area, they redirected the garbage trucks. And they basically use the waste to reclaim lands. So they dump the waste in the water, and that's how they did land reclamation, so they could expand the area to build houses on it.
Okay.
small city. People in Amsterdam, in general, they do separate their paper and glass nowadays. Amsterdam claims that they can't really get their population to recycle more and separate their waste. There has been this rumor in Amsterdam for the longest time that it doesn't matter that if you separate your waste, it's going to end up in the same place anyway. Which I believe what I've seen is not true. Yeah. But at the same time, Amsterdam was business, it's money.
Okay. Mute that one. Thank you. Okay. Having gone through them all now, what is something that you put forward that you could lose now that you've seen everything?
The lethal tolls in hot prisons.
Upper left?
Yeah, maybe.
Lose it, keep it.
I can lose it. Okay.
Okay? Okay, go.
Let's get this party
Lose
started.
it, yes.
Yeah.
Yep, time to move on. Red dot, gone. What about Las Vegas? Does it stay in the mix for you, Kenny?
Yeah, yeah.
Stay in the mix for you, there's one you like. Okay, let's leave that, shove it to the far left, just for now, just for now. Fostering failure.
Where we are, I can lose it. Yeah, yeah, I don't get it.
Yeah, we had one that said lose it, one said keep it. So,
Oh,
yeah,
we can lose it. We can lose it. It's a month I'm just really gravitating towards.
You were keeping it, right?
Yeah.
Talk to us about why.
I think that the storytelling was very dynamic, and they kind of went from A to Z and talked about different experiences and different things that are in the foster system. I don't see a lot of the storytelling told in this way that feels complete about this topic. But no one else was that passionate about it.
Well, let's sit for a second, because they're all
hang out.
Life without power. Does it stay in for you?
Yeah. I think that there are a lot of really unique storytelling attempts, and I think it's really good information. It's a tremendous story. I'd like to know more about the rendering.
Yes.
Yeah, that
That's
caught
it.
me off. Yeah.
You good with letting it sit?
Sure.
Okay. Myanmar.
Absolutely. It's got to stay.
It's on. 7 days of heroin.
Yeah.
Okay. Life on the line.
I would say no. I like the story. I thought it was very well told.
Well done. Does it stay in the mix?
For a documentary and like the scope, it's very like, I talked to the brother and got his opinion and have some audio from the phone call and maybe the lawyer, but you have people that have traveled all over the world to cover like garbage. It's for the documentary. I would say no.
I concur.
Going?
I like it.
You're
I love
passionate
it.
Yes, about it. Absolutely.
But am I passionate about it after seeing everything else? No.
Okay. Let it go, please.
It pulled my heartstrings.
Oh, absolutely. Delphi, let life on the line go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Kept you
Thank you.
engaged.
Delphi, Tale of Two Cities.
Things like Delphi and everything else you like.
Does it hold in?
For me, yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm all in.
Okay. Border Crossing. The Deadly Desert.
I'm out.
I'm going to abstain a little bit more. But I think that it was great storytelling. I mean, people were dying out there. And
Absolutely.
They went to the coroner, to someone that's searching for their brother in the desert, to
no argument about the story value. The question is, does it stay in the mix?
All these stories.
But it's a problem, right? I mean, as a journalist, are we supposed to report?
Yeah, and I think it shows another side to an issue that I don't think we think much about, like especially on like this side of the supposed one-day wall that may never exist. Just that like people want to come this way and they're dying, they're giving their lives, and it's that much of a trouble from where they're coming from that they will risk it all for that. So I
the package, does it stay in the mix?
Yeah, it stays in
the
the
craft.
Yeah, I think it hangs out.
We're getting close to the point where it's either
Listening to you argue to keep it kind of persuaded you why.
Okay. What about the trash? Do we keep the trash? Do we keep trash?
Yeah,
I'm glad we
I
got
love
that
trash.
recorded.
Yeah.
She likes trash. Okay. Brent, are you
There's some
on
things I
trash?
don't like about trash, though.
Okay.
I think the stories
Okay.
are just disjointed. I don't like things that are broken up like that because I feel like it makes me feel fractured. Like I have an emotion, I have a feeling, then they stop it, and then they restart it again, and then it stops, and then it gets restarted, and then I lose my connection to what I felt or was thinking about earlier.
Okay,
So
I can see that. I kind of like the choose your own destiny kind of in some of the storytelling. Well, I mean, in a way, like I can skip Tokyo if I want. Like, you know what? I don't care about Tokyo. Keep swinging up, going to Amsterdam.
Well,
Like,
it's not even just garbage. I feel that same way about Sid Louise' Life Without Power.
Oh my God, I love St. Louis' Life Without Power for that purpose, for that reason.
Disconnected. Like I feel some way about her and her school, and then next thing you know, it's just like chops me off at the knees, and then I gotta like follow over.
I gotta go on.
It's like a pause, and then you go forward.
But I
feel it's a matter of
to turn the lights off on you, then you go. So, what floats to the top for you, Brad?
Yeah, it's your turn on.
Yep.
All the pressure.
You're that guy.
Exactly.
Don't be that guy. Go ahead.
I think Delphi is one I just gravitated towards a lot.
Yep. Okay.
Let me see. Myanmar is definitely another one.
Myanmar, they're on the second row to the left.
Yeah.
We can drag that up.
Really, really good.
There you go. What else?
I gravitated towards 7 Days of Hero. Or Hero.
Yep.
7 Days of Heroes.
7 Days of Heroes, which would be a great project.
It would be.
7 Days of Heroin. Okay.
But then I also like some other ones. So let's just go there and then we're let that.
What else needs to be in that consideration? Kenny?
I think she's playing with it a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not saying.
She's gonna solve it for you, but give us a minute. What else would
Bullets
you?
kept coming.
Yeah.
You think bullets kept coming?
Yeah.
Okay, can we drag, we're at 11 minutes, 58 lines, right here, Washington Post. Will you drag it right over the far left, please? There you go, right there. What else needs to be in the mix for consideration? Kimberly?
I gave my opinion about fostering failure, but I don't know if my colleagues agree with me on that.
I mean,
I'm not gonna repeat.
if you can sway me with fostering failure, I'm here for it. I enjoy the storytelling. I definitely think it dives into some issues that aren't really heard of, like talked about enough.
Yeah,
on so
like
many
talking
levels.
about how calling the cops on these kids and putting them in jail.
Yeah.
Constantly. And we're supposed to be helping them, making them better, but we're not. And
Exactly.
It's really, and it kind of shows like foster care is more about money, maybe more so than actually helping these poor kids that are caught in this vice. And then at the end, you age out, and now you're a drug addict, homeless, living off of other people. I mean, the topic is documentary, right? And this journalist stayed with the people, different types of people, and she chose people to help continue the story and talk about issues that they thought were important, right? So there's two outcomes. There's the one that opened up and was willing to get the help, and she's kind of making it, right? And they're helping her, providing her with the job, this, that, and other. Then you have the other side of what could happen, you know? And then just to hear the statistics were astounding as far as like, you know, these kids that are going to jail. I didn't know that they were like just throwing these kids in jail for like freaking out and having an emotional breakdown. So they either drug them, to the moment, to the point of no return, and then, or they put them in jail. So, but where's the real help happening? You know, it's random or people, singular people that are making differences, but it's not a system. So it's kind of like exposing the system fostering failure of like, this is not working, something needs to happen, flashing red light. My opinion, anyway.
Okay. Well, I mean, good. I've been swayed. Let's keep it in that top.
Of the
top 5.
3 across the bottom, Kenny, what would you pull up?
Of the 3 across.
3 on that bottom row. What would you pull up?
I'd pull up trash.
To the volume. Upper right. Thank you. Here's my question. Does life without power rise to the merit of being recognized in an honorable mention? Okay.
Yes.
Does it rise above that for anybody?
Me.
Sure.
I mean, I brought it here. I love it.
We're going to let it sit there. Border crossing. Honorable mention.
I'm on the border either way. I prefer.
Oh, that was nice. I appreciate it. Don't be on the fence.
I'm not on the fence.
Okay.
I'll make a declarative decision. I'll say yes.
Stays in the mix.
Yeah.
Okay.
There are some really strong
That's probably like, what do you think, like half a year?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Working to tell that story, you know?
Okay.
Finding
Let's
the
go
story
back to
of the
Vegas.
sister,
Does
searching
Vegas
for
stay in
the
this
brother.
mix?
But investment of time doesn't translate into effectiveness.
That's true, but I think it was effective. You don't think it was effective?
No, I didn't say that.
Oh.
I mean,
We're in Vegas.
That's not my metric of judging excellence, how much time.
Yeah.
I know photographers spend a lot of time exasperating on how much effort went into it. At the end of the day, it's, does it resonate? Does it communicate? And does it do all of that excellently at this level of the game? So,
With that thought in mind, what about Las Vegas? Does it stay?
I think so. For me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's look at the top row for a second then. What would be in the top row for you, Kenny?
In the top row?
Yes, sir.
That's definitely, that's already up there, or?
What would you put up there?
I think the photography in Myanmar is spectacular. And the narrative is well documented and covered.
Okay.
And I really do appreciate the value of, I would, full disclosure, I brought fostering failure out. I mean, it's the world that I see, and I think it's.
So you move that into the upper
I'll
row?
move it. I
What would you drop down?
No, Brent's not going to like this, but I'd move Tale of Two Cities down.
Yep.
See, I heard it.
Drag Delphi down for a second. Drag fostering children up to the far right for a second. And then let's just let Delphi float up there under the water.
I'm going to tell you why I love Delphi. This videographer, I don't know what he shot or she shot first, but the transitions are genius. Like, she's in the sun in Mexico on the branches, and then you get the winter branches.
Exactly.
In the old Ohio town, there's like smoke from the barbecue that goes to the smoke or the steam. And I mean, it was like, did you think about this before you shot it, and how did you see this? And the way it was very meticulous, and it was in a way, not just, you know, let me show you my moves, let me show you what I got, but he did it in a way for storytelling. Like, she's in the sun now, she's got a job, she's working for Delphi, he's in the cold now, he's struggling. does not have the American dream anymore. So things are looking up for her, things are looking down for the American worker, right? So putting that all together, he used his skills or she used her skills in a way that was...
Does that rise above 7 days of heroin?
in some ways yes, in some ways no.
Okay, well, which ways, there's more ways, and which one rises and which one doesn't? We're not talking about the fence currently. We'll come back to the
I
fence.
just need time to process.
It's tale of two cities, so she's got two choices. Which one? What goes up? What comes down?
Just making some adjustments.
Yep. I would take foster failure down and I would put Delphi back up. That's what I would do.
Ooh.
Not
Yeah.
in that order.
And you would keep heroin. You would keep heroin in the top three.
Yes.
Okay. Can we swap out fostering failure and Delphi for a second?
Yeah, I mean, Delphi was just, it was brilliant storytelling.
Between Myanmar and heroin, which is the better of the two?
There you go. I want to hear this.
You're on the what?
I want to hear this. I want
Yep.
to hear this.
Okay, so for me, Myanmar, it was powerful in a different way. You just could not get past the photography. And then it took, I guess, people's cell phone footage of the actual them leaving. And it was bad, yes, but it was in the moment, and he decided to put text in the left screen to put his phone, vertical footage. So that kind of took away from it, but then it added as well, because it was like crowdsourcing, you know, the whole new journalism as well. 7 days of heroin was just like epic. Like when I found out, when they said that lady died, that was the baby, I was just like, oh my God. So the journalist, I don't know, it's hard.
Yep, but that's why you're here.
Let's look at, if we may,
Yes, we may.
in the middle of each of these top 3 stories.
Okay.
Okay, let's do it.
Can we go to start with 7 days of
Anywhere.
What I like about Myanmar is the fragmented.
Oh, God.
It's okay, we'll come back to that.
It's 2018, all right?
Yes.
Ministries. They can drop in meal, clothing, or health checks.
We look at them like they have been broken, they're hurt. We don't believe at all that it's a choice that they would make had they had a good choice to make. This is one way that they know that they can feed that addiction. They've resorted to this. We see them through the eyes of Christ. That's how we see them. We thank you for the days when...
I mean, they have
So just jump a couple ahead. Couple ahead. Somewhere in there. Anywhere in there.
Lizzie Hamlin's son, Scotty, has been missing for days. His friend, Tom Tom, died from a heroin overdose Monday.
It's an empty room.
Scotty disappeared after that. His mom is sure he's using again. Lizzie came home from work just minutes ago and could tell that he had returned to the apartment. He left with some of his things. She suspects he will sell them and use the money to buy heroin.
This is my room. I keep it locked. I keep my purse and my personal things in there. When Scotty's using, he tends to take things, leather jackets, branded pants.
So we can jump out of that? Yeah.
You pick some. You pick.
Dealer's choice.
Drivers.
Photography's just so good. You can't. Just this mix of photos and video. I mean, just bring you into this space throughout this journey at different different points. Coming from leaving to end up finishing up at like the camps.
Mhm.
It just
Okay.
takes you on this journey, and you kind of feel like you're going through it.
And I like it, they give people
Right,
the
that's
reader
good.
resources
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
help if they can.
That's
Yeah,
good.
and it's apparently, I mean, reading from the end, it's a continuing thing, so it can always build and grow.
It is a project that he added to.
Because the story's not over, it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, none of them are.
Right.
And then that's what I like about it, is that they leave a hook open for continuation.
Let's look at Delphi, please.
Insurance, I went to school and sold that for a while. But again, it was just a really, really tough time. In March of 2017, it will be 10 years that I've been out of there. And it's pretty crazy. Especially when I would only have about 8 more years to go and I could retire.
333.
Okay.
I finally started my own, but it's just like everything else. Over time, you adapt, you heal, you move on, but do you ever really forget?
Okay.
Yeah, the juxtapositions are fascinating.
Yeah.
And masterfully executed. They really are.
Okay. So, is Miramar better than heroin?
I would say yes.
Okay. Ken?
Yes.
Okay, can we slide Myanmar to the left? Thank you much. Is Delphi better than heroin? Brent?
I want to say yes. I really, really enjoy the
Can we drag Delphi over one spot? Kenny, what would you knock heroin out with from down below?
No, I'm not trying to do that.
Okay,
I'm
you don't
not-
have to. I'm
not
just asking if
advocating
you would.
myself. I wouldn't.
Okay.
I wouldn't.
Would you knock?
I think the top three is just the order.
Brent?
No, I'm
Okay.
really good with that.
Okay, can we just for a second, can we pull trash down just about that far? It's perfect. Bring fostering down just about the same distance, just for some clarity. And Las Vegas down just about that far, thank you. While you're letting the top three sort of circulate through your head, is there anything down on the bottom grouping now that you feel like you can let go of? Don't have to. Is there something down there that just doesn't hold up anymore?
Well, I think there's an argument to be made that for, given the breadth of the category, that the bullets keep coming is shorter in terms of its magnitude. These are other big stories that have taken years, maybe, we don't know, but the span of time. If I was forced to.
You're not forced. You're not forced at all.
Yeah.
But
Just
looking at the
on that
body of work,
Yeah.
what still remains something that you're going to hold up to the industry and say, pay attention to this, this is good,
I mean,
in this category? Yes, sir. Be that guy.
I was just talking.
No.
I'm back and forth between, I like the storytelling and border crossing. I really, really do, and I feel like it's super powerful. I can get there. I'm looking at Trash, once again, another amazing story. Still in the Weeds, another amazing story. Foster and Failure. The one that, once I agree with Kenny, it just sticks out, it's just the bullets kept coming. And only reason why is because I think they did an amazing job covering everything. They hit it from every marker, every person that was involved with this, from the people who were actually being shot to the people who were returning fire to everything in that.
First
The ones
responders.
like who shot the videos and stuff, so you know, they found those people.
Yeah, exactly.
Or the people that were in some of the videos, you know.
Yeah, I mean, the woman was still in the hospital when they were interviewing her.
And then the people, the couple, they're the ones that had the truck.
Yeah.
Carried her, and they're the ones shooting the video that you see in the crowd.
Yeah.
Do you lose it?
I think for this category, yes.
Yeah, it just doesn't, it's not as strong, and it won't stay with me in a year.
See, that's my problem. I think it needs to stay with us because it is a further, it is a window into where America is and all the rallies and protests that are taking place now
Just
around
the
gun
craft
control.
of this presentation.
Oh, no, yeah, I think they threw a tremendous amount of resources at a very complicated story and pulled it off well.
Okay. Do you recognize it?
Yes.
Okay. We'll let those sit. Give us an order at the top there, Kenny.
I'm staying with the order that's there.
That looks good.
That looks good to me.
1, 2, 3, first, second, third. We're good there. Then we're looking at LA, fostering, trash, without power, and deadly crossing. Being things that you want to hold.
No, I'd say this category gets presented both to those live streaming and to the administrative body with high commendations. I mean, because it's a stellar body of work and winners with a great diversity of topics and
ways of telling stories.
Yeah.
I don't think you will feel bad about that. I don't think you'll feel bad about that later of recognizing these others.
I mean, five is a lot, but like, they're all really, really phenomenal in many different ways, and the storytelling, the way execution, from San Luis to trash
What
to.
stands out to San Luis for you? Like, what makes it super?
I mean, what San Luis does, it really, once again, brings you into that world of the power outage and what people are actually going through on many different levels. So it takes you from the schools, and it takes you back to the homes, and it takes you to the woman and her husband, like, preparing and cooking food, using and the uses of the generators coming in, and just understanding how this place was affected. And then also, as a reader and as a person viewing it, it also gives you that control to kind of see this story, tell it. You can have the ability to decide what's important to you and where you want to linger, and maybe you want to pass some things up. So from the presentation to the storytelling itself, it just stands out to me.
Yeah, it speaks, I think, powerfully to the impact of the loss of power to an American territory.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Like they are American citizens.
Do you want to argue to not award it?
No.
Okay, well then we'll call it a wrap. We have first, second, and third, and we have honorable mentions. Do you want to drag Washington Post up just a little bit so that you can see the Life Without Power just a little better? Washington Post on the right. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Great. Lovely.
That was hard.
That one's, yeah.
Thank you.